Manchester City lead the way among Europe's big leagues in having the most expensively assembled starting 11 across the campaign so far. The Premier League champions have so far averaged a starting 11 costing around £560 million in a CIES study based on fixtures played up to October 26th in a top six that is largely dominated by clubs from England. Given their relative financial muscle, City have tended to steer away from paying headline-grabbing fees on major stars, with the exemption of Jack Grealish's £100 million move from Aston Villa last year. Instead, Pep Guardiola's outfit have consistently bought many of their first-team stars costing between £50 million and £60 million, such as Kevin De Bruyne, Ruben Dias, Riyad Mahrez, Joao Cancelo, Aymeric Laporte, Rodri, and summer arrival Erling Haaland. Yet, they are way ahead of any of their European rivals when it comes to fielding a costly starting 11, with Paris Saint-Germain closest to them, with a team costing around £121 million cheaper at £439 million, although much of that is made up of the world record £198 million paid for Neymar and the second largest fee ever paid of £163 million for Kylian Mbappe. Manchester City's local rivals Manchester United complete the top three at £413 million, bumped up by £200 million spent on transfers during the summer as part of Erik ten Hag's revolution on new first-team stars, including Antony, who costed £86 million, Casemiro, who costed around £70 million from Real Madrid, while Lisandro Martinez arrived as a centre-back from Ajax at a cost of £51 million. PSG are the only club from outside the Premier League to break into the top six, with Liverpool having a first 11 of £352 million, Chelsea £338 million, Arsenal £328 million, also rounding up the top of the list. According to the study, the figures are average representative of all the starting 11s featured throughout the current campaign. The rest of Europe's big hitters make up the top 10 include Real Madrid, £318 million squad, Barcelona, £287 million, Juventus, £258 million, and Bayern Munich, £253 million. Many expect Newcastle United, with a squad of £221 million, to flex their newfound financial muscle following the Saudi-backed takeover last year, and already they are starting to feature high up in the table. This is despite Eddie Howe having spent sensibly in his two transfer windows as manager, with Bruno Guimaraes arriving for around £38 million last January in their main headline arrival that will have influenced their first-team selection. Alex Isak, of course, arrived from Real Sociedad for a cool £63 million in the summer, but having only started 3 games due to the hamstring injury, will have unlikely had a major impact on the Newcastle's overall placing of 11th. Despite being recognized as one of the Premier League's so-called Big Six, Tottenham Hotspurs, with a squad of £198 million, only featured down in 13th behind Atletico Madrid, underlining just how well Antonio Conte's side have competed with the Premier League's biggest clubs to break into the Champions League despite their prudent approach to the transfer market. The North London club, though, do benefit from star striker Harry Kane having come through the academy, while fellow keyman Son Heung-min signed for the club for just £22 million in 2015 before transfer fees escalated. When adjusted for the most expensive, Man City still topped the list at £625 million this season following the 3-1 win over Brighton and Wolves Albion early in October. Manchester United climb above PSG into second, while Chelsea leapfrog Liverpool, who complete a top 5. CIES's figure include transfers where eventual add-ons are also factored in regardless of any down payments that have or were made. So allow me to take you through the list of average starting 11 cost. Number 1 is Manchester City at £560 million. Number 2 is Paris Saint-Germain at £439 million. Manchester United is at number 3 at £413 million. Liverpool is at number 4 at £352 million. Chelsea is number 5 at £333 million. Arsenal is position 6 at £329 million. Real Madrid position 7 at £318 million. Barcelona number 8 at £287 million. Juventus number 9 at £258 million. Bayern Munich at number 10 at £253 million. Newcastle United at number 11 at £221 million. Atletico Madrid at number 12 at £216 million. Then it follows Tottenham at position 13 at £198 million. And Napoli is number 14 with a squad of £196 million. Then number 15 is Aston Villa, whose squad cost £189 million. Wolverhampton Wanderers, amazingly, is at number 16 with £174 million. Then West Ham at number 17, £172 million. Leeds United number 18, £163 million. Then Borussia Dortmund is number 19 with £162 million. Then Leicester City at number 20 with their average starting 11 costing £155 million. This is according to CIES. Reporting from Color Sports, I'm Pande Laraya.